Hey everyone, we're back. It's been a long time since we've done an episode of the Split Screen Podcast. I'm your host KCCHRISG. I actually have a guest this week. Can you believe it? After like 5 months of saying I'm gonna have a guest, go ahead and say hello, Nate.
What's up? I'm not even a new guest.
He's not. Did I say a new guest?
No, but
Oh,
people
okay.
don't know that.
Oh,
You've never heard my voice before, but I've been on the show.
he was on the Snyder Cut that will never be released.
That's right.
That's why, for those of you who don't know, you can add this to the Split Screen Podcast wiki page. We had one episode that was never posted, but I still counted it as episode 1. So on our pages everywhere, it just starts with episode 2. There is no episode 1.
Yep, and people can debate for years whether or not that episode actually even exists.
Yeah,
That was the point of
right.
the whole thing.
Right now it's just a rumor.
Mhm.
But anyway, we're not in the usual Split Screen studios. We're in my living room, so
It's nice.
there's gonna be some echo here, and this is should be coming out Thanksgiving Day. So I hope that you all are having a wonderful holiday and a good time with friends and family
Make
and
the
staying
Split
safe.
Screen Podcast part of your family tradition on Thanksgiving.
That's right. Listen to it every Thanksgiving and or Black Friday, whatever you
go.
prefer. So if you want to follow the page on Twitter and Instagram, you can follow there at SplitScreenKC, and we're on Facebook, Split Screen Podcast. Leave a like, send some love, send some messages, send some topic ideas, and your feedback and thoughts on the show's topics. I'd love to hear from you. And you can follow me personally, KCCHRISG, on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to send me some hate mail personally, I'd love to see it. So we have an interesting one here today, and we've actually been holding off on this for a while. According to my notepad here, I first made this back in August.
Yeah, mine says I finished. Well, actually, that's a lie because I just edited it a moment ago. So it says that I finished this document on November 23rd, 2021 at 5:16 p.m. So that was 5 minutes ago.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we kind of started it a while ago, but we didn't think we'd make it this far. So we're gonna wing it on some things here today, but that's fine. Today's topic will consist of the following. We thought if we were given a budget, if we were greenlit on an idea, we're gonna make a Smash Brothers competitor, okay? A la PlayStation All-Star Battle Royale Mega Turbo Tournament Edition Volume 2. And Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, and apparently isn't there like a Warner Brothers?
Multiverses.
Yeah,
It's called.
no one's gonna buy that.
No.
Anyway, I don't know. Some people might just to play a Shaggy or something.
Yeah, it just seems like a meme. It just seems like a meme that went.
It's
too
the
far.
game that no one asked for.
No, not a soul.
Even Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, no one asked for.
No, that was like a pleasant surprise, and then Multiverses comes out, and you're like, this seems like a cheap knockoff of the other one. The cheap knockoff of the cheap knockoff.
It's the third string.
Yeah.
That no one. Wow, voice crack. No one wants to see. But anyway, it's like if we had to come up with a roster to give the development team, this is what we would give them.
Mm-hmm.
If we had rights to all these characters, it's not meant to be plausible, but it's just a fun thing to think of.
Yeah, you would have to dole out quite a bit of cash to get this many licenses.
And we had a rule here where we couldn't use any Smash Brothers characters, obviously. We can't use any characters from a game that is like Smash Brothers. So we can use like 2D fighters or 3D arena fighters, but we can't use something that's like a platform 2D fighter.
Correct.
Yes.
Although I might bend the rule a little bit with number 2. But I'll explain, don't worry.
So we both made lists. We haven't told each other the list. So this is going to be revealed to everyone for the first time. And if we can, we're going to come up with a stage for each franchise that we put on the table.
I hope I know enough about the franchises that these characters are from to even come up with one. Because there's a few that I haven't even played, but there are names that I recognize.
Yeah, that's going to be the same for me too.
Yeah.
So, is there any other rules?
No, that's pretty much it. If you want to start,
Okay,
Your
so
honor, Your honor.
we're gonna do 5 at a time.
sure.
Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna get the obvious ones for me out of the way.
Okay, I have a feeling that we're gonna have a lot of overlap in the beginning.
Yeah, we're gonna have very similar lists. I feel like towards the end it'll be like whatever character we can scrape up at the bottom of the barrel. So number one, and this is kind of in celebration of what's happened recently. I put the Master Chief. It's unfortunate that he's in Fortnite now. Halo Infinite multiplayer just released. Funny, and I think that he would be a great addition.
I agree.
He could have some abilities. I mean, we didn't. I don't know. We didn't come up with a rule saying like you have to come up with something for a moveset. I think
not
it's just
really.
like you can. Everybody knows what these characters do.
Yeah.
It's kind of self-implied.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Master Chief would be cool. And I can come up with like 2 different stages for him. One of them would be sort of not on quite to scale, but on the Pillar of Autumn. I think that would be very interesting. And then another one would be obviously on a Halo ring.
Yeah.
And traveling throughout the many environments that a Halo ring has.
Sort of like that. Oh wait, never mind. I was thinking. Well, I have. Okay. Never mind. I can't say too much. I said there would be overlap, but there may or may not be overlap with your pick, but it's not within my first 5. So
Okay.
I'm gonna hold off.
Hold off.
You
Okay.
continue.
Okay. So that's my first pick.
Fair enough. I love it.
That's the KCCHRISG 2021 draft pick, first overall.
With the first overall pick.
KCCHRISG selects out of the Halo franchise Master Chief. And I'm sticking with the Halo franchise here. Arbiter.
Love it.
And okay, and this is where we can pick from other fighting franchises because Arbiter was in Killer Instinct as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, his starting weapon would obviously be an energy sword. There's no questions about that at all. And he would have I think his costumes would be cool. You can start from the basic Arbiter costume, or you can go Halo 5 on it with his sexy uniform that he wears there. And with the third overall pick, I have Marcus Phoenix.
Okay, I love that.
Just give him a Lancer, he's good to go. I mean, who doesn't know who Marcus Phoenix is? I don't need to explain that any further. And I actually have 3 from Gears, but each one's different.
Okay.
General Rom, he's my next pick.
Okay,
Give him
are
a
these
blade.
individual characters or are these like...
These are individual characters,
Okay,
yes. So
fair
he's
enough.
number 4.
Okay.
Is General Rom. He was also in Killer Instinct.
Oh, interesting.
And
I
he
didn't
had his blade that he killed Kim with in Gears 1. I don't know if you remember that or not.
know. I don't.
The bald dude he stabs like right in front of Marcus Phoenix's face, and he like stares Marcus down like a savage and then just tosses that dude to the side like a trash bag.
Okay.
Oh, man, he's badass. So he would be number 4.
Okay.
And number 5 is Scourge from Gears 2.
Okay.
Do you remember who that is?
No.
He's the dude. He has his main weapon would be his signature Gears 2 weapon with it's like a staff, but with 2 chainsaws on both ends.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And he's a pretty badass character. He's very mobile, very light. So he would be an interesting character to see. We have Marcus Phoenix, your usual human, whatever. General Rom, more like a Bowser type character, slower but powerful. General Rom, oh wow, I said General Rom. Scourge, lightweight, fast, but not much damage done.
Cool. Okay, I have a question.
I have an answer.
Arbiter was number 3, right?
Arbiter was my number 2.
Number 2. So if you're putting these characters into like their own classes, like a lightweight or a heavyweight or a sword fighter or something, would you put Arbiter in the sword fighter class like Link?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
That would be the coolest sword fighter ever.
I think it would.
Yeah. I
And
totally agree.
and I don't know what Marcus would be. Maybe a projectile person.
Sure.
The Lancer. You can have bolo grenades.
Yeah.
I don't know. That'd
Absolutely.
be weird. But go ahead with your top 5, sir. Let me
Okay.
move the mic for you.
So my first 5 and I didn't do this intentionally, but the first, like, I'd say the first 13 picks are sort of cartoony.
Okay.
And I'm realizing now that I actually have to change one of my picks on the fly because number 13 has definitely just been added to Super Smash Brothers because it was Sora. So I thought I had changed that already, but I have to change him.
I think he's on mine too.
Well, then we can both change it as we go along here. So number 1, a much requested Smash character was Crash Bandicoot. I'm not quite sure in terms of moveset where you go with Crash because all he does in the game is just spin around. I guess there's certain games where he shoots the Wumpa fruit from a gun. So I guess if you need like a kind of a long range attack, there's an idea. He has like a ground pound belly flop move that he can do, I think, in one of the Crash games on PS2. But yeah, number 1 is Crash Bandicoot. And these first 5 characters are pretty cartoony, so.
Okay.
Number 2, this is the one that I said was going to be controversial.
Controversial take? So, wait. So, your number 1 overall draft pick
was Crash.
Is Crash. Okay. Interesting.
I mean, everybody wanted Crash for Smash.
I'd hate to be in that war room. That's all I'm saying.
Number 2 is Rayman.
Okay.
And the reason why that's
controversial?
Well, yeah, because he's in a game called Brawlhalla.
Oh, I forgot about Brawlhalla.
Yeah, they added him into that like really late. So
is that the one that you were talking about?
Yeah,
before?
I don't feel like. I mean, I don't want to poo-poo on Brawlhalla, but I feel like not that many people play it, so it shouldn't. Does that matter? Do I need to remove him and come up with something else?
Nah.
We'll leave him in there?
We'll leave him in there.
Okay, yeah. Rayman's moveset just speaks for itself. He can throw his fists like projectiles. I think it'd be cool, like, if we're going with a similar kind of control scheme to Super Smash Brothers, his side A, or his side smash, if you will, could just be a simple throw of his hand, so it could have some reach to it. And if you charge that up, it could reach farther when he throws his fist, because, you know, like, I don't know if you've ever played Rayman 3, but if you hold down the attack button, he winds it up and then throws it. The distance could travel farther, but if he attacks an enemy with that move closer to his person, it could do more damage, or if it attacks farther away, it does significantly less damage. I don't know. Number 3, a game I've never played before, but I heard is very popular, is Glover. He bounces around on a little ball.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
wow.
Glover. I don't know. I never played Glover. Actually, that's a lie.
I never played that either, but I can picture the character now.
The only knowledge I have of Glover was when, at my orthodontist office over in Olathe, Kansas, they had a Nintendo 64, and they had Glover. So wow. I played Glover for, like, I don't know, 15 minutes. Number 4, Bomberman. Another guy I know very, very little about. I don't know anything about Bomberman.
I'm pretty sure he was requested a lot, too.
Yeah, is he in there? He's in the game as like an assist trophy or something?
Assist trophy, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. And I think there was a Bomberman that came out on Switch recently. Am I wrong in saying that?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, anyway, number 5 is Earthworm Jim. The good Earthworm Jim. The 2D Earthworm Jim, not the 3D Earthworm Jim. Another controversial pick because he was, in fact, in a fighting game. He was in Clay Fighter on Nintendo 64, I believe. Have you ever heard of Clay Fighter?
I have.
Yeah, it's like a haunting-looking game. It freaked me out as a kid because of the animation style. But as for stages for these characters, I don't really know what to do for Crash because I don't remember any of the stages. I guess he's got a house, right? So I guess if you have his house as a backdrop, you can fight on his house. Glover, no idea. Rayman, I like the idea of using the Fairy Glade from Rayman 2 just because it's recognizable in my own mind. There's this big area. It's the first real level you play in that game. Rayman 2 holds a special place in my heart. It has a banger soundtrack.
Banger. Squidward banger.
Squidward banger. And I love that idea, or as a stage idea. And then for Earthworm Jim, not a clue. Because I didn't play any of the old... I played Earthworm Jim 3D on the Nintendo 64. And that's really all I had for Earthworm Jim. And that's my first 5.
Okay. Very, very... You're right. Sticking with the cartoon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, get used to that.
Very, very different tonally so far.
Yeah, no doubt.
By the way, I forgot to put a stage for my Gears characters.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to say that a stage for them would be in the Hollow
Okay.
underground, where the locusts are from Gears 2.
Interesting.
Actually, well, this is still in the hollow, but I would put it at Nexus from Gears 2, where the castle for Queen Mira is.
Yeah.
It was so badass. So that would be my stage. But anyway, I like your top 5.
Thank you.
I like your cartoon themes here.
It changes, don't worry. And also, I'm looking at my phone a lot and typing. It's because I just had to remove Sora. So.
I also removed Sora, but I'm adding another honorable mention.
Okay, fair enough. That's what's so great about this is we can do it on the fly. Do you want me to go ahead and do 6 through 10 while you fix your list?
No, it's okay. I'll go ahead.
Okay.
I just had to do a quick change up. Okay, so 6 through 10. This. I'm gonna introduce one cartoony character here.
Okay.
But two of them. Okay, so my first one. Well, he's not a cartoony person, but my number 6 overall pick is Doom Guy.
Okay.
Doom Guy. I mean, everybody knows who Doom Guy is at this point. I mean, you can't stop the man. Mm-hmm. And he would just be a very violent addition to the game, but very cool at the same time. I played through Doom. I never played Doom Eternal. I probably should. I know I'm going to get some hate on that. Whoa! But, I mean, there's a lot of places you can pick from to be his stage. I mean, you can get away with anything. It would be so cool to see.
The stage could be hell.
Yes.
Just hell.
Just hell. That's it. Number 7 is Raz from Psychonauts. I know he's on your list, guaranteed.
We've already we may have let that one slip.
So, I mean, there's a lot you can do with Raz. You can do, I mean, his stage. There's a lot of iconic places he goes in his game. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, take your pick at the stage. I mean, the army level, you have that, what's that other level? I don't think you would do the chess one, right?
The chess. Oh, you talking about the board game?
Yeah, the board game, sorry.
With Napoleon and all that?
Yes.
Yeah, don't worry.
I don't think that would worry about that as a stage. But, I mean, there's vast environments in that game. So, I mean, I guess just take your pick.
Yeah, no kidding.
Next up is, and I never played this game, but I'm going to go with Conquer from Conquer's Bad Fur Day.
Okay. Classic
N64 game. I know it was very popular. Very, very different from anything Rare put out at the time. Mm-hmm. Did he make his debut first in Diddy Kong Racing?
In Diddy Kong Racing, yes,
That's
sir.
That's right, okay. So, yeah, very interesting. I never played the game, so I couldn't come up with a stage. Is that on Rare Replay? I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Why haven't I played that yet?
And Conker's Live and Reloaded was free with Xbox Gold for a little while.
Yes. Which
is just a remaster of Conker's Bad Fur Day, I believe.
Doesn't it have multiplayer as well, though?
Yes, it does.
Interesting. Anyway, so that's another pick for me. So 2 cartoonies in there.
I like it.
And you'll see a few more in there. And then there's some that's just kind of ridiculous. And then I have 2 from the same franchise. One, Ivy from Soul Calibur.
Oh,
She's a badass. I love her weapon. It's a sword, but it also a whip.
Oh.
How cool is that? Like she can make it into a sword, but she can do something and it turns into like a sword whip thing. Mm-hmm. It's so cool. She got me into MILFs.
So it's a sword. Does it just like liquefy a little bit? Like, how does that work?
I have no clue, honestly. Like there's she just, I don't know.
It's like when you have to slay enemies at 5 and then be a dominatrix at 6.
Yes, exactly.
It's a pretty good tool to have.
She's got some range with that whip. Let me tell you, I've gotten mollywopped with that whip, and she's cool. She's cool. Her moveset's very interesting. She can lasso you up, pull you in with the whip, and then just stab you with a sword. I mean, there's a lot of variety with that character. Just keep her as busty as she was in Soul Calibur 2 and 3, and we'll be good.
Do not nerf the breasts, please.
Do not do what they did in MK10 and 11.
Ooh.
Kidding. It's just jokes. Come on, guys. I don't care about that at all. Anyway, number 10 on my list is Nightmare from Soul Calibur.
Oh, cool.
He's got that gigantic, gigando-ass sword. He would be a heavy. He would be a tank. But he's also got range with the sword. So he's one. He's like, if I could compare, not to compare with everything, but the closest I can think of is, what's his name? Ike from Smash Brothers. He would be sort of like that. Maybe a little bit on the slower side, but he's that type for sure. And I mean, there's a lot of stages from Soul Calibur you can transfer over. There's that ship in the sky that you can fight on. There's the library that you fight in Soul Calibur 2. There's a burning house in Soul Calibur 3. There's you find the middle of a river on one. I mean, there's a lot of stages, so that's another take your pick one, I guess.
Very cool.
But that's my 5 through 10.
It's excellent.
It's turning up. It's turning up so far.
All right.
Go ahead. Well, let me adjust the mic. All right, go.
All right. So number 6 is a familiar face because you beat me to it. It's Conker. And for a stage, I just imagine just to kind of fit with Conker's personality. Because have you ever played Conker's Bad Fur Day?
No.
Well, I've dabbled. And the game, so Conker's a drunk squirrel.
Yes.
That's the whole point of the game is that he got drunk. And I like the idea of his stage being in that bar at the very beginning of the game.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember what the bar is called. It's got a name, but I don't remember. But at the very beginning of Conker's Bad Fur Day, he's in that bar and he walks out all sloppy drunk.
I remember that cutscene.
Yeah, so I feel like it fits to have like a bar fight as his stage. And
that would be dope.
Yeah, and his moveset is interesting too because in that game, he's a cartoon, so he can pull a frying pan out of his pocket and then pull a machine gun out of his pocket. Mm-hmm. So you can do a lot of things with Conker.
I like the idea of Marcus Phoenix squaring off against a drunk squirrel in the bar.
Yeah, no kidding. That's what I love about this, though. And, what would be really cool is if this sort of fake fighting game had a story mode, some kind of multiverse story mode where they all have to interact with each other. The story just writes itself.
I can just see Marcus Phoenix teaming up, or Master Chief pulling a Winter Soldier and a Rocket Raccoon, and just him and Conker teaming up and just kicking major ass.
I agree. And number 7, much requested character in Super Smash Brothers. They never got him, but they got a version of him, Sans from Undertale.
Was he an assist trophy?
I think he's like a gear for your Mii character.
That's right, yeah. Okay.
Something like that.
I remember.
And I've never played Undertale. I don't plan on playing Undertale because RPGs kind of bore me. But he's much requested, and he's got a funny voice, and that's another thing I forgot to mention. So when I'm going into this, I'm imagining that these characters, before they fight, they say a line like from Injustice 2 or something like that, where they say something to them, or like Mortal Kombat. So I imagine... Conker can go out there and in his British accent make some clever quip towards the opponent, and then Sans just replies with his, speed and little kind of like thing. So yeah, that's the whole reason why I wanted Sans in it. Number 8, a game I've never played, Beautiful Joe.
You never played that? Wow.
Never played Beautiful Joe.
Those are fun games.
Was it only on GameCube or was it on PS2 and Xbox?
I think it was on PS2 as well.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it was on Xbox as well. I think it was. I only played on the GameCube. But
okay, fair enough.
They were fun.
I know nothing about that game.
I was really young, so I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Yeah.
So I have no idea what the story is, but I can vouch for that pick.
Okay.
It would be a good pick.
Good pick. Okay, I just figured he was recognizable. Number 9, this is one that I'm not sure you have on your list.
Number 9, Lodge.
I'm not sure you have this one.
Big Smoke.
2 number 45s. No, it is actually not Big Smoke. It is Cuphead.
Wow, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, interesting. So,
Damn it.
Cuphead would be like a really fast, lightweight character with a ranged attack, because that's all he has in his own game, if I'm remembering correctly, right? He just shoots a little blue...
I think so.
Makes those little noises. I think the opportunities for him to have his own stage are really cool. Because I'm not sure, I've never played Cuphead, but I know that every environment he's in looks like a 1920s cartoon. Mm-hmm. So to have a bunch of different styled characters fighting on a stage that looks like it's an old cartoon is really interesting to me. Or if we want to go really crazy, whenever you play on that specific stage, maybe everybody looks like a 1920s cartoon.
Hey-o.
And see Master Chief in a Cuphead game. I don't know. That'd be kind of interesting.
Do you remember that episode of Fairly Odd Parents where it looked like a cartoon like that?
Yes.
It was Grandpa?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's hilarious. I don't know. That's what it reminds me of. I'm just saying.
Well, that's Cuphead. And number 10, another familiar face, is Raz. Okay. Rasputin Aquato from Psychonauts. But I want it to be the Psychonauts 1 Raz, not the Psychonauts 2 Raz.
That's what I had in mind.
Not like they're really that different, but I feel like Psychonauts 2 kind of, I think I mentioned this to you before, kind of lost the edge of Psychonauts 1. Yeah, whereas Psychonauts 1 kind of felt like a dark yet lighthearted comedy. Mm-hmm. Like I told you, it was kind of like a Tim Burton movie, but a game. And then I thought Psychonauts 2 was just kind of like the Disney Pixar version. And that's kind of a bummer to me. So Psychonauts 1, his moveset, it totally writes itself. He has like that big karate chop that looks like a big orange hand whenever he attacks. He's got the Psy Blast ranged attack. What's the other? What's the flame one? I'm forgetting it. Did you get far enough in Psychonauts 1 to use that?
No.
Pyrokinesis or whatever. He can do that too. And for a stage, I think you either go with the Milkman Conspiracy, because that was the most popular.
Damn it, that was the other one I was trying to think of besides the wartime one.
Yeah, it's Milkman. Got to be the Milkman Conspiracy because everybody loves it. Or secondly, a stage towards the end of the game called Black Velvetopolis. It's sort of like a art mixed with Mexican wrestling kind of thing with like all the, what do you call those guys that have the
luchadors?
Luchadors, yes. And that would be awesome because there's boss battles in that level that take place in a ring. So I mean, might as well do it there.
That's cool.
And that's my 6 through 10. So a couple repeats. We will have more as we go, but still sticking with the sort of cartoony look right now, and it continues for a little while longer, but I'm ready for you to tell me your 11 through 15.
Okay, I'm digging your list. I do like how you're consistent with the cartoony, and you're gonna see some interesting characters start to come in on mine.
I'm ready.
Well, and towards the end it just gets dumb, but
fair enough.
I like your idea of them saying a line from their game and having it sort of make sense in the context of, well, making as much sense as it possibly could in the sort of, context. And I think at the end of the game, if Raz were to win, they'd be like, well, we can't say this game's winner is, because that's Smash Brothers. So we'll say, what we
just
have him say?
Just have them say a line declaring their victory.
Well, I was thinking more like, oh man, I don't know. The victor is Raz, and then it zooms in on, and he's like, and then he'll go, which is awesome.
Which is awesome. I can't even remember when he says that in the game.
It's at the very beginning.
I love that.
When he notices all those kids are in that trance or whatever, which is awesome. But anyway, okay, so my number 11. I have two characters from the same franchise here. Two very different characters from each other, though. So my first one is, and if my buddy Darian is listening, he will know who this is. Not a lot of people know, and my cousin John, and my brother, but that's about it. Falcon from Power Stone.
I knew it was a Power Stone character.
He's the face of that franchise. And if you have not played Power Stone, 1, I feel very sorry for you. And 2, get off your ass and go get a copy or find somewhere to play it.
I've never played Power Stone.
Okay, well, I feel sorry for you. And get off your ass. I mean, it's an arena fighting game, so his moves would just translate over perfectly. And are we including something like a Smash Ball per se?
Yeah, sure.
Because the only way I can see him working is if we had something like that. Because if you collect 3 or 5 Power Stones in that game, your character will transform into a powerful version of themselves, and they'll have special abilities.
Oh, that's cool.
And he turns into like some plane thing or some shit where he shoots out, he can shoot out missiles at people, like homing missiles. And then his like big finishing move is basically, well, he had two of them. One of them is like, he basically homes over to you and just constantly hits you. Or there's another one where he basically like Super Saiyans it and launches missiles, like a barrage of missiles, and they are all homing missiles. And if you get hit by that, you're pretty much dead. So
Okay.
it would be very interesting to see his moveset in that game. And the other character I have from the Power Stone franchise is a character by the name of Wang Tang.
Wang Tang.
Yes.
This is Power Stone, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
People call him a Dragon Ball Z ripoff for his super form or whatever you want to call it, his powerful form.
Okay.
Because he has everything. He has the spiked up golden hair. He can shoot blasts out of his hands, and he also has two finishing moves. Everybody has two finishing moves, but one of them is if you're in like a radius of his range there, he will like keep teleporting and hitting you upward, and then a giant dragon will like rise up and basically KO you from there. And then his other one is basically a spirit bomb, ripped straight from Dragon Ball Z.
Okay, very cool.
So that would be cool to see.
That would be cool.
And it's very easy to translate over. He's a very fast, lightweight character, but I think that would be a good addition. So, and I guess their stage. I mean, there's a lot of them. You can do the plane that falls apart in the middle of the sky. You can do one from I forgot the name of the stage, but from Power Stone 1, where it's like set in like some England street or something like that. So that'd be cool. Moving on. And this one might be cheating. I'm not sure.
Oh?
I put the Ninja Turtles.
Oh,
Is that cheating?
fair. No, that's fine, because we didn't know the Ninja Turtles were going to be in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl when we made this idea.
Yeah. They were actually very early on my list.
Okay, that's...
And then I had to move them down, but yeah, I had no idea about All-Star Brawl, and I actually forgot to adjust it. I didn't even check the roster on that. I forgot they were even a Nickelodeon property right now.
Oh, yeah?
To be honest, or else I would have removed them. So, I mean, that's... I don't know, I guess we'll keep it. 14. This is where it kind of gets interesting. We're going with Valve characters here.
Ooh.
I got Gordon Freeman from Half-Life.
Fun fact. Today, I removed Gordon Freeman from my list.
Really?
Yes.
He must have been good. You must have had a good substitute to remove him.
I did. Yes. And I am excited to reveal him at number 29.
29, wow. How many characters are we going?
30.
30?
How many do you have?
I have 34.
Okay.
I just wanted to be sure.
Go to 34 then.
Well, we'll do 30, and then we'll do the honorable mentions for the last ones that I have
That's
here.
what you meant. Okay.
Gordon Freeman would be an awesome addition, I think. His suit is so cool.
Yeah.
But, man, it's been a long time since I played Half-Life.
I never played it.
I honestly don't remember a whole lot about it. Maybe I need to replay it. And my number 15. Chell from Portal.
Ooh.
She would be a cool addition, I think.
Cool.
She could portal around the maps and things like that. I don't know how it would work, honestly, because, I mean, we're making a knockout thing, so she can't portal a whole lot to the sides. She'd be able to portal up and down, but we'd have to figure something out for the sides. Because a lot of the times you have to portal, like put one here and then put one above you.
Yeah.
So that would be a little bit difficult to find. But can you imagine launching people through portals?
That'd be awesome.
Off the map?
Oh,
that'd be cool. And obviously that would be set in the Aperture Laboratories testing sites.
I love that.
So that would be cool. And that's my 10 through 15.
Man, that's good. I didn't even think about Portal when I was making this list.
Yeah, have you played Portal?
I have played Portal, yes.
I think some alternate skins would be the two robots from Portal 2.
Oh yeah.
The co-op.
Mm-hmm. What's the villain in
Peabody and what's the other? The villain is GLaDOS.
the GLaDOS? Okay, that's what I was thinking of.
Such a fun game. I'm gonna have to replay that.
All right.
But let's get your 10 through 15, Nate.
All right. My 11 through 15 starts.
Oh, 11 through 15. Excuse me.
No, you're good. It starts with Spyro. I'm pretty sure he's probably on your list too.
Yeah. Actually, he's not.
He's not? Wow. Okay. Cool.
He was on there, but I took him off because one, I knew you would put him on there, and two,
Fair enough.
a ton of people were asking for him in Smash as well.
Yeah. I like Spyro. The only Spyro games I ever played were on the Game Boy Advance, so I can't really think of a stage for him. But I imagine his flight ability is not unlike playing as like Meta Knight in Smash Brothers.
Pit.
Or Pit, yeah. Just
Yes.
that like slight ability to fly. And then of course he breathes, I mean he's a dragon, so he breathes fire. Anyway, number 12. I know you don't have this one. Gex. Remember Gex?
No.
Did you ever play Gex on N64, Enter the Gecko?
No.
So, how do you explain Gex? It was a 3D platformer, but he basically made a bunch of pop culture references, and like the whole game was basically pop culture references. Like the worlds you went to were TVs, and he made a bunch of jokes about celebrities. And I mean that's just what it was. Like there was one that was like a horror level, like a horror movie kind of level. One was a cartoon level. One was like the Titanic sinking. I don't know. It'd be interesting. There's a lot of Gex could begin every fight with a funny joke about whoever he's facing.
Something. I'll have to look him up.
Oh yeah, Video Game
I've
Donkey.
probably seen his face.
If you watch Video Game Donkey on YouTube, he makes a lot of jokes about Gex.
Okay.
He's hilarious. Not a great game, but it's funny. And now we're gonna reach some familiar territory with 13 through 15, because 13 is Master Chief. But I'm gonna put a spin on it that you didn't put.
Okay.
So you know, like how in Super Smash Brothers you can change your character's like color.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes when you change the color, it's an entirely different character, but with the same moveset.
Yes.
So I thought about that for Master Chief, and having his shadow fighters or skins include other Spartans from the Halo series.
That would be sick.
Like
That's a good idea.
like the Noble team from yeah. And then
Noble team.
like a
baby.
Spartan with ODST armor or something like that. So I thought that would be interesting.
You can have Fire Team Osiris and Fire Team Blue.
Absolutely. And then to add another stage, do you remember Blood Gulch from Halo 1? Yeah, one of the bases from Blood Gulch. I think would be pretty cool.
Dude, I love the idea of being able to play as Noble Team. I
That'd
didn't
be
even
awesome.
think about that.
Yeah, it'd be sick.
See, for mine, I was just gonna do like all the like the multiplayer colors that you can have. You can have pink, purple, blue,
that'd
green,
be cool too.
orange. That was gonna be mine, but I like your idea way better.
Well, I mean, we could do both. No reason why you can't have both.
Okay.
And now number 14, Arbiter.
Okay.
Just like you and I just put, if you want to change his color, there are different colored elites when you customize the elites in other Halo games.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I don't really know of any other really popular elites from...
There's that one in Halo 2 that you're with a lot.
Yeah, that's true. But
Sang Healy boys.
Anyway, the Arbiter and then other elites, I guess.
I want to play as a prophet.
Oh, goodness. Number 15, Marcus Phoenix. You talked enough about Marcus Phoenix. I don't think I need to go on about that. But
yes,
you included other characters from the franchise. I just included other characters as shadow fighters for Marcus Phoenix. But I like your idea better because they're clearly very different.
Well, they are different, but for yours, you can still do Shadow Fighters with Marcus Phoenix. You can do the whole Delta Squad if you wanted to.
Okay, fair enough.
You can do Dom as a clone fighter, or, I mean, if you feel like dying, you can be Carmine.
Okay, there you go. Now you can hit me with, give me some of that delicious 16 through 20.
You're already done?
That was 15. That was 11 through 15. Yeah.
Wow, okay. That was fast. Okay, so I never played this game.
Okay.
But he's very popular, and I picked, and I'm going to butcher, oops, let me turn that. And I'm going to butcher this name. Uh-oh. So I apologize to all my Japanese fans out there.
Oh, shoot.
Jin Sakai from Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, cool. I like that.
He would be a very cool sword fighter, I think.
Yeah.
And that would be a very interesting addition to that. That game was a major success. And I don't have a PlayStation, so I've never played it, but I know how good it was. I've heard of how amazing it was.
I love that.
And so I think he would be a good addition. Next up, and I don't have a stage because I've never played it.
I got a stage for you real quick.
Okay.
Just imagine, and I've barely seen any gameplay of that game, but I know that in the trailer, there's kind of this scene, like when they first dropped the trailer at E3, and it's sort of like a calm, sort of like, is that game, that's Japanese, right?
Yes.
Kind of like this Japanese garden-looking area, just no soundtrack to the stage at all, but just like the sound of wind. Have you ever seen the trailer?
I have
trailer?
not, no. But I can imagine the set pieces are gorgeous in that game.
So freaking dope. Anyway, I don't mean to steal your thunder. Go ahead.
They're good. So number 17, Lara Croft.
Okay, very cool.
That would be. Give her a bow and arrow for range attacks, and so many environments in the Tomb Raider series. You can go all the way back. You can go to present day.
Yeah.
So that's a very interesting addition to me. Shoot, my list. I need to turn off auto rotate. Okay.
All I ask is that we get the Lara Croft skin from the PS1.
Yes.
With triangular breasts
triangular
and all.
knockers. 18, familiar territory. Earthworm Jim. I couldn't leave him out. I've never played it. Well, I've played a little bit of it. And it just makes sense. It would be perfect.
Oh, yeah.
But you talked about enough him already. So number 19. You know what? I'll get another clone out of the way. 20. I had Rayman.
Okay.
And you discussed that already. I mean, you've played those games. I've never played any of them.
Okay.
So
you should get on that.
I should.
Yeah, absolutely.
19. I don't know how to pronounce this name again. Is it Gerald or Gerald?
Geralt?
Rivia?
Oh. I thought you were doing
from The Witcher.
Oh.
Is it Geralt, or how do you pronounce that?
I don't know.
The main guy from The Witcher.
The guy from Superman, who plays him on Netflix. I don't know.
We're going to put, what is his name that plays him? Oh man, it's going to bother me now.
I know. If we don't move on, I'm going to just drive myself crazy. Oh, shoot.
Man of Steel.
Yeah, are you kidding me? How do we not know this?
Damn it.
This is great podcasting.
This is
how do we not know his name?
Henry Cavill.
Okay,
God,
yeah, all right.
Dang it. Anyway, yeah, he would be an awesome addition.
I agree. That'd be fantastic.
Once again, I never played it. I probably should. It was on Game Pass for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's still there anymore. I don't think so. But yeah, that's my 16 through 20. Go.
I can dig it. All right, number 16, Retread, Doom Guy.
Okay.
Although I want to throw in there that Doom Guy has had many different looks because his game has crossed many different console generations.
Yes.
I want all of them included.
Go ahead. Go off, brother.
I want to be able to play as Doom 64 Doom Guy, or the cover art from the original.
We have the budget.
We got the budget, dude. I'll get it all in there. This is fun. I think you might have this one as well, but the GTA characters.
Okay, that'd be interesting.
Every protagonist from the series.
Ever? So you're talking Tommy Vercetti.
Yes.
You're talking Michael Townley.
Uh-huh.
You're talking CJ.
Yep.
You're talking Nico Bellic.
Yeah, that's the one. Yep. I'm talking Michael, Franklin, Trevor, Claude, the one from GTA 3.
Is that his name?
Yeah, well, I think they call him that. I don't know if they give him a name in the game.
I never played that one.
But yeah, all of them. And all with the same movesets.
As long as I get to wear Tommy's bright blue shirt that he wears, I'm good.
And then their final smash, if you will, can just be them stealing a car and being able to drive it all over the map and kill
Just
people in one hit.
Over.
Yep.
That'd be amazing.
And number 18, our forgotten brother, he hasn't had a game in forever, Sam Fisher.
Really?
Splinter Cell.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did I? I don't have him on.
You don't have Sam Fisher?
I think I thought of him, but I was trying to think of a moveset and I just couldn't.
Oh man.
But
Sam.
I
Well,
mean,
yeah,
like,
that's
it
hard to
wouldn't be
do.
difficult because he's a stealth-based character.
Yeah,
But I guess that wouldn't be too different from like
Snake. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Splinter Cell's a little bit more down to earth than Metal Gear Solid, but
Uh-huh.
still, I like the idea of Sam Fisher because he has like an iconic voice actor that everybody loves. I can't remember his name, something Ironside or Irons. I don't remember, but having him be voiced by his original voice actor would be epic.
That would be epic. And I think that for a Shadow Fighter, you can do, was it Blacklist where you played it with a partner?
Is
For
that
the
the one that
entire
was
time?
on 360? The only
Not
one that was on it?
It might have been.
Okay.
You play with a co-op partner the whole time, and at the very end, you have to kill each other.
Oh,
So
wow.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, I guess I haven't played Blacklist.
So they would be the same because they work together the entire game
Interesting. Okay.
until the very end.
I like that. Number 19, I have Rico Rodriguez of Just Cause.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Only because he has the most outrageous feats, I guess. He can basically fly. He's got a grapple hook, which has limitless possibilities. And, of course, he has a bunch of different firearms and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then number 20, I only included because he was requested for Smash, and it's Shovel Knight. Everybody wanted Shovel Knight.
Everybody was asking for him for a long time.
Yeah, I never played Shovel Knight. Don't know anything about Shovel Knight.
People were asking for him even before the game came out.
Yeah, and as a
Like,
matter of fact,
please add Shovel Knight.
I think he was. Do you remember the game Yooka-Laylee?
Yes.
Yeah, made by the people the old Rare guys who made
Mhm.
Banjo-Kazooie.
Yep.
He was in that game.
Was he really?
Yeah.
I never played that.
It was. I played it a little bit. It wasn't very good, but
I heard
Shovel
about
Knight
it.
was in that game.
That's cool.
Yeah, kind of a cool
And
crossover.
they have GBA games too.
Shovel Knight?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea.
I never played any of them.
I haven't either. But that's the end of my.
But that one just works.
Yeah, I agree.
Shovel Knight against Sam Fisher.
A matchup we all didn't know we needed.
Yeah, I'm digging it. So, I think another rule that we had, well, it's kind of an unspoken rule, is no superheroes or anything.
Right.
We just don't need them.
No, yeah, I agree.
So, he's my next character is kind of in Smash Brothers, sort of, but he's not a playable character.
Okay.
I have Knuckles.
Oh, okay. I
He's
like
just a beat 'em up brawler.
Yeah.
Very simple to. I mean, it just works. It
Uh-huh.
translates really well. 22 would be more interesting, and I have Chaos from Sonic.
Okay.
And if we're doing Final Smashes, he obviously turns into perfect chaos and just obliterates everyone. And I recall, at least his base form, he could extend his arms to punch. He's water,
Yeah.
so he can travel very fast, and he can stretch out his arms as far as he wants, basically, to hit you or whatever. And he's got like 4 or 5 different forms that we've seen, so I'm not sure if we'd be able to translate all those over, but I mean, I'm not too worried about that, I guess. It would just be cool to see him. He's my favorite Sonic villain.
For sure.
20, let's see, what am I on? 23?
Mm-hmm.
Crash Bandicoot. I mean,
yeah.
but we talked about him already, so I want
swag.
that.
Cool.
24, Patrick Mahomes from Madden 20.
Okay.
He can throw a bullet at people, and he will use his cadence to fake people out into thinking that he's going to be open for a sack, and he'll draw you off sides and get you 5 yards. So I think his final smash is where he throws the ball and it just flies all over the place and it just annihilates people. So
That's hilarious.
Patrick Mahomes throwing the long bomb.
But you got to be able to control the ball
Yes.
to have it go.
Yeah.
I love it.
So Patrick, if you're ever listening, you'd be in my game.
Please, Pat, please. You can fund it.
Next is the fishing character from Sega Bass Fishing.
I love this. I knew this was coming.
He could lure you in. He could hit you with his lure,
I love
and he could also hook you and reel you in to give you just an ass pounding with his rod, and just swing his tackle box at you.
Is he gonna slap me with a big fish?
He could throw fish,
Oh, I love that.
and then he could also throw like off the stage and reel in a fish and eat it for health.
Can he retrieve teammates that are falling with his...
He probably could.
I would.
If he times it right, he'll hook him
I'm a fan
and reel
of
him
that.
in.
I love that.
It would be so cool. But that's my next 5.
I love it. All right. Now,
We're gonna get into that wacky territory I was telling you about.
That's exactly right. Number 21, Tracer from Overwatch.
I was just gonna add her today, but I didn't want to add an Overwatch character.
I'm glad you didn't. I don't know anything about Tracer from Overwatch other than the song that I was just singing off air before we started.
So her character has time manipulation abilities. So she would be able to she has this thing where you could warp ahead, not long distances, but short distances to cover ground quickly.
Interesting.
And then she could, let's say you're just walking forward and you shoot, you could rewind time to where you were 5 seconds ago, and it also refills ammo, I'm pretty sure.
Cool.
So you basically rewind time, or you can fast forward and leap forward.
Okay.
So she would actually be a good addition, I think.
I'm not sure how I would use that mechanic in a game, but I'm sure someone smarter than me could figure it out. Number 22. We're getting into weird territory now. Pyramid Head from Silent Hill.
Oh my god, I hate Pyramid.
Why?
Dead by Daylight, I get murdered by him every time.
He's in Dead by Daylight?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's an asshole.
He carries a big looking, it's like a sword.
He's got that giganto sword.
Yeah, that thing's fat.
I hate it.
I imagine him being a very slow but powerful character.
Mm-hmm.
I only played Silent Hill 2, but I loved it on the original Xbox. So yeah, Pyramid Head.
You could probably translate some stuff over. At least, I never played Silent Hills,
Mm-hmm.
but I know that, and from what I've seen in Dead by Daylight, he can shoot something from his sword on the ground, and it causes damage to the players.
I never knew that.
So I assume you can probably do that on this too.
I think there's several Pyramid Heads too, isn't there?
I would
seem to remember in Silent Hill 2 there was a bunch of them. I don't know. I played it as a senior in high school, so I barely remember it. Number 23, I also had Geralt or
Oh, really?
Geraldo. I don't know what his name is.
Gerald?
From The Witcher. Whatever. I don't know anything about him, so I'm not going to talk about him. Number 24, this one's weird. Really weird. Jade from Beyond Good and Evil.
I've never heard of that at all.
You never even heard of Beyond Good and Evil? So it was a game made by Ubisoft way back when. They're actually making a second one that's been in development since we were in high school, I believe. It's supposed to be this big thing. It was released at E3. Maybe you remember. It was a trailer of. It was a monkey talking to a pig, and he gave him that. It was a statue that he wanted or something, and it melted in the pig's hands, and he got mad, and then the monkey got away because it had a hand. You know what I'm talking about?
No, it sounds like you're high to me.
Yeah, that's kind of what the game's kind of a fever dream. So, anyway, are we going?
Whatever you're having, I want. Bro.
You want some? Number 25, Agent 47 from Hitman.
Okay.
He's kind of like cue ball. He's kind of like any of the other characters that are shooty guys, third-person shooter games.
Yeah.
But he's recognizable, so I put him in there.
What about Max Payne?
I don't have Max Payne in here.
I don't have him either, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, what about him?
Agent 47 would be interesting to translate over. I'm not sure how you would do that.
Yeah.
Unless, like you said, he's just your average shooter that you can just more of a projectile person.
Yeah.
So to speak. And we had The Witcher. So we're on the same page on 30% of our list.
Yeah, no, we have a lot in common. But I think the final 5 here is where we're really going to see some difference. So we'll see.
I knew that you weren't going to have Patrick Mahomes on there, though.
No, but I have someone similar in my honorable mention. So
Don't guess. You know what? I'm going to guess that you have... Never mind. I don't want to ruin it. Okay, so... see, what am I on? 26 now?
Sure.
Okay, 26, I have the Battletoads.
Oh, cool. Okay.
The Brawler beat-em-up characters, they would be really easy to translate over. So, not much to be said about the Battletoads. Everyone knows who the Battletoads are.
For sure.
My next one, I have Saberwolf from Killer Instinct.
Oh,
He's an iconic character from there. Just literally put him from A to B. I mean, there's
like
no
it.
need to translate into anything else.
I like it.
28. I never played it, but I have ukulele. I think
yeah.
you could do the tandem thing really well.
Yeah.
And it would be very interesting. I mean, it's basically Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah.
But not as cool.
Right.
So,
Off-brand.
29. You never played this, but it's from a game called Duel Heroes. Alex knows what this is because it's just a hilariously terrible fighting game that I grew up playing when I was a kid. The guy's name is Gun, and he's like a heavier fighter guy.
Okay.
The game's terrible. If you find it, it's probably like $5. Pick it up if you want to have a hilariously bad time with it. Like if you just want a good laugh and just relax, play that game.
Dual Heroes?
Duel Heroes on the N64.
I might have to check that out.
Check it out.
That's hilarious.
Do you have an N64?
I don't, but I know people who have them.
Okay. I was going to say, if you want to borrow my copy.
Namely you.
I was going to say, if you want to borrow my copy, you can.
Oh, you have it here right now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's epic. Okay.
Anyway, so that's... I was going to do the main guy, the guy with the red suit, who's basically a Power Rangers ripoff. But,
Interesting.
I mean, you could go either way with these. He's a little bit lighter and faster, so it depends on what kind of playstyle you want. I guess he could be an honorable mention, but
Cool.
my final character before honorable mentions is George/Lizzie from Rampage.
Okay.
That would be very cool.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, they would just smash everything.
No.
When I put this together, I forgot to put the slash in between George and Lizzie. So I thought I had George Lopez on my list.
You said George and then L and Z.
Yeah. I was like, oh,
hilarious.
wow, why do I have George Lopez on my list? I love George Lopez, but
George Lopez is honorable
George Lopez, honorable mention.
Maybe he's a DLC fighter.
Carmen. But that's my 30. That's my list.
Okay. All right.
So-
You ready? You ready for things to get weird?
Uh-huh.
Number 26. Freddy Fazbear.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
From Five
I
Nights
like
at
it.
Freddy's.
I like
And
it a
then
lot.
With Shadow Fighters as the other animatronic
Yes.
animals, whatever. Obviously, the stage speaks for itself.
Oh, yeah.
You would just fight at Freddy Fazbear's.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be epic.
It would be amazing.
Number 27. Vault Boy from Fallout. The little cartoon
that's
vault
right.
guy.
Can we go back for a second?
Sure.
Smash has pretty good attention to detail. And I just want to put it out there for, well, okay, I'm about to go on two different topics here, but first off, I didn't add any Street Fighter characters because they were in Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom. We didn't want to take away from that one either.
Facts.
But second off, an idea for the stage on Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yes.
At Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Whatever, like you can have the stage in the background,
Mm-hmm.
like they have at the pizzeria.
Yeah.
So you'd just be fighting in the middle of the restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
and you can have all the animatronics. But if you're playing as one of the animatronics, you would have like an empty slot up there,
Oh,
and like whatever
yeah.
character is like fighting up front, that slot would be missing on the stage.
I love
so
that.
you got to keep that attention to detail. So like if you're playing as Freddy, he's obviously the face of that restaurant, so he's at the front of the stage. He would not be there because he'd be fighting. So it's just that little details that we would have to incorporate. Anyway, go ahead.
That's
What
excellent.
was your last one?
Vault Boy from Fallout.
Vault Boy, that's right. Okay.
He's portrayed in every Fallout game doing like a bunch of different things. So I feel like you can just create move sets with that. It'd be epic.
I love the art style of Fallout, by the way.
Yeah, me
I've
too.
always loved that retro futuristic stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's what's the name for that kind of art style? Is there a name? Just
I have
retro
no idea.
futuristic, I think.
Sure. Yeah.
You could argue steampunk is
Yeah.
also under the same
What
boat.
was what's the thing they wear? Pit Boy?
The Pit Boy.
I think that should be the stage. You just fight on a Pit Boy.
On a Pit Boy?
With,
Kind of like the Mr. Game & Watch stage?
Yeah, with like the text as the platforms that you can jump on.
Okay.
Number 28. I hope I'm pronouncing the last name correctly. Ezio Auditore from Assassin's Creed.
Okay, yeah.
The OG Assassin's Creed,
Yes.
basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't play a lot of Assassin's Creed, but I know he's popular. I'm gonna flip flop 29 and 30 because I want the big one to be number 30. What?
Palette swap for that one can be just any of the assassins down the line, though.
Oh
feel
yeah,
like.
for sure. Yeah, that's excellent.
Go ahead.
Number 29, Duke Nukem.
Oh man, I didn't think of him.
Yeah, I just think the voice acting possibilities there are endless.
It'd be so funny.
Yeah, it'd be hilarious.
Power armors for pussies. You can say that right to Master Chief's face in this game.
And then get destroyed by Master Chief. All right, are you ready for last but not least?
Is it KCCHRISG?
It is not KCCHRISG.
Is it Baker Mayfield?
It is not.
Okay.
Number 30 is Harry Potter.
Oh, no.
Because we had the discussion at work who would win between Master Chief and Harry Potter. Right. And now we can finally find out.
Okay.
But I had a really good idea.
Okay.
So are you familiar with how Polyjuice Potion works on Harry Potter?
Isn't Sally a huge Harry Potter fan?
Huge Harry Potter
fan.
fan.
I'm sorry, Sally.
Sally's my wife, by the way.
Okay, I'm sorry, Sally, but no. I'm sorry.
You're out on Harry Potter?
Or
you don't know
last time I don't know what that potion is, but
okay.
I've watched them all, but I don't remember anything.
That's okay. Polyjuice Potion turns you into another person, essentially.
Uh-huh.
So I'm thinking that somehow there's a move that's hard to pull off where you can basically turn into another character that you're fighting against. So like let's say it's a 4-way battle between Harry Potter, Master Chief, Raz, and Earthworm Jim. Okay. And Harry can use the Polyjuice Potion if he gets it. Or maybe it could be an item for anybody and turn into somebody else on the map.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know. Maybe there wouldn't be any benefit to that because you chose him for a reason. You didn't choose the other character.
Yeah, but I mean, it'd be interesting because if, let's say, Master Chief is good against a character like Harry Potter.
Sure.
And there's someone that's on the stage that's maybe good against the type of character that Master Chief is, you can turn into that person and use that advantage against Master Chief, or be Master Chief and use his abilities against him.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, fair enough.
That's kind of like Kirby's abilities. I mean, you suck someone off and then you get their abilities, and then, well, you don't get all their abilities, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can kind of use some of that stuff against them.
Do you want me to go through my honorable mentions real quick?
Sure.
All right. Booker DeWitt from BioShock Infinite.
Ooh.
With the hook and all that. Mm-hmm. Be kind of cool. Joanna Dark from Perfect Dark.
Ooh.
And then all of the different types of people from Team Fortress 2, like the Heavy, the Scout, the Spy, the Soldier.
Okay.
Those guys. Lara Croft, you included that in yours. Jesse Faden from Control, that came out recently, the Remedy game. The Soul Survivor from Fallout, so basically just your typical Fallout character in the Vault Tech thing. Whatever. Here's the one that I told you about. The one that you were about to guess that I told you not to. Michael Vick from Madden 04. He was easily the most overpowered player in any Madden game ever, so I included him. He'd be extremely fast. Like stupid fast.
Absolutely.
Also another funny one, Bo Jackson from Tecmo Bowl. Are you familiar with the legend of Bo?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you could run around forever and not get tackled as Bo Jackson. So I'm thinking you include him in his old Tecmo Bowl, Super Nintendo looking 8-bit self.
His sprite.
Yes, and have him have an unbelievable he can take so much damage and not get thrown because he's Bo Jackson.
He's the cheat code character.
Yes, and then I got Shaquille O'Neal from Shaq Fu. We talked about that at work.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
And then the default Roblox character, just the little Roblox guy who when he dies you can go ooh. And then finally Sam and Max from Sam and Max, if you're familiar with that at all.
No.
Okay, it's like I'm pretty sure it's like a point and click kind of game, but it's like funny.
I was thinking of Max and Ruby.
Max and Ruby.
Ruby and Max.
Ruby sucked, by the way. I don't know if you watched that show a lot as a kid.
Yeah, but Max was also an asshole that didn't listen.
Yeah, but I mean, leave him alone. You're not his mom, Ruby. His brother and sister, right?
Yeah, but their mom's never around.
Yeah, where the heck is the mom?
Okay, we're getting off topic here.
Tell me your honorable mentions.
Okay, I do like your honorable mentions.
Thank you.
And I will say that we have one in common.
Oh.
And that's Bo Jackson.
Okay, I love it. I'm glad.
My other honorable mentions are Frank Woods from Black Ops.
Oh, right. Okay.
I mean, come on. I gotta shoehorn Black Ops in somehow.
Yeah. Big blobs guy.
My next one is... Whoa! My microphone's falling. Sorry about that. Abominable Snowman from Rudolph.
Oh my goodness. Wait, if you include the Abominable Snowman, you have to include Yukon Cornelius as well. We need
Okay, we
Yukon.
could throw him in there.
Okay,
Yukon
cool.
Cornelius. And Lando.
What?
Cornelius.
Oh.
Let's see who else. I have Pumbaa from The Lion King.
Oh my goodness, you went way out there.
Oh yeah. And you can. I mean, you know what? No, I'm changing Pumbaa because he's not even the main character. I'll change to Simba. He's the main guy.
Okay, Simba, I like it.
Simba from The Lion King. Cooking Mama.
I love that. It's a great pick.
And last but definitely not least, a buggy from Volkswagen Bug Racing on the N64.
A buggy?
A Volkswagen buggy.
Just a car.
Just the car.
That's fantastic.
And he was on my list at first, but I decided not to. An airplane from Flight Simulator.
Oh, it'd be hilarious. Just a Boeing 747.
Just
That'd be so perfect. Or maybe as a stage. Just fight on an airplane.
You could.
It'd be so dang funny.
But that's all I got.
We did it.
This is the episode that we waited months to do.
This is the episode.
So I guess that's it.
Where do you go from here?
We move on with our lives. It's over. We won.
It was fun, dude. Was it everything you wanted it to be and more?
It was fun, and we had some good topics and discussion about things. And I feel like we can do this again with just any general topic.
We should do it again with a racing game.
With a racing game?
Yeah.
How the hell would we do that?
Well, you have like these big crossover fighting games, right? Why not a big crossover racing game?
I mean, we could try.
I mean,
in like another 5 months.
or we could flesh out a story for our hypothetical game.
I think we should try to do that.
That'd be fun. That'd be hilarious.
We got really in depth about our Nintendo Cinematic Universe. Just imagine what we can come up with our. What would we even call this?
The split screen extended universe.
The split screen extended universe. Also, if you want us to make an episode on the Nintendo Cinematic Universe, we will do that as well.
The split screen hornyverse. That's what we're going with.
The split screen cringe verse.
No, that's it. That's what we're doing. The split screen cringe verse.
But that also implies the existence of a split screen based verse.
Yeah, that's just Super Smash Brothers.
Oh, okay.
That's the based version. We're the cringe version.
The split screens cringe verse. I like that a lot.
Well, that's what we'll stick with. The SSC?
CV.
Okay, SSCV. I like it.
So, well, anyway, that's the end of the episode. Get the hell out of here and go listen to something else.
I will. I got a wife at home who's basically dying after her second COVID shot.
If she listens to this, Sally, I hope you feel better soon. But anyway, Nate, thanks for joining me on the show.
Hey, man, thanks for having me.
It's awesome to have you on, and hopefully we can do this again soon. And thank you for listening, everyone. You guys are awesome. If you want to show us some support, some love, as well as give us topic suggestions and your thoughts on today's topics, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter, SplitScreenKC. You can also follow the page and leave a like on Facebook, Split Screen Podcast, and you could follow me personally, your host, KCCHRISG, Chris Garcia, whatever you want to call me. On Twitter and Instagram, KCCHRISG are my handles on both of those. Nate, do you want to plug or no?
I don't have a plug.
Okay.
I'm not on social media, but
that's...
you can follow me in real life if you're able to figure out my plate number.
Badumts. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys have a great holiday. Happy Thanksgiving. Never mind, I'm not going to go there. Anyway.
It is the cringe verse after
It is
all.
the cringe. Oh my god. Okay, whatever. Everybody have a happy holiday. I don't know when I'm going to be doing another episode again. I'm going to have to get the ball rolling on this again. But for now, leave topic suggestions. I'd love to hear those. And I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Wash your hands. And have a good day.
Deuces.
We'll see you next time. Oh, yeah.